The question posed today is, I get inspired by her teachings of life transformation and spiritual mastery. But when I try to practice the techniques you teach, I fail and become dejected. Where am I going wrong? Look, the spiritual journey is a gradual one that requires consistent practice with patience and perseverance. Unfortunately, in this age of instant coffee and 2-minute noodles, patience has become a rare virtue. That is why there is no dearth of advertisements promising us an income of 2 crore rupees a year if we are willing to spend 2 hours on the internet, a weight loss of 20 kgs if we can wear a particular belt, and instant success in meditation if we take a particular mantra diksha. In the 1960s, in Kolkata, an advertisement appeared in the paper, "Come and learn 3-minute dhyanam." Since the people in those days had deeper religious sentiments, a huge crowd gathered. When the situation became out of control, the police was called and they indulged in lathi charge. Those who had come to learn 3-minute dhyanam did not get meditation but the blows of the policemen's lathis. Why did this happen? The basic defect in our human nature that wants perfection without practice, excellence without toil, and success without effort. In the spiritual side too, we think, yesterday I had so many defects, today I should be full of virtues. Yesterday I was besieged with negativities, today I should succeed in complete positive thinking. Yesterday I was a sinner, today I should be a saint. But transformation is a gradual process. One stone mason was commissioned to make a beautiful boundary wall of a private house. He was carefully laying the big stones and the small ones as well. The house owner came to check and on observing commented to the mason, "If you use mainly the big stones, will the wall not go up faster?" "It will," said the mason, "but I am building for strength and beauty, and that will come by using the small stones as well." Likewise, he commented, are the events in our life. It takes a lot of small ones from which we learn to handle the big and important events in our life. Let us learn from my latest book, Questions You Always Wanted to Ask. Little changes over a long period of time lead to big transformations. What does that mean on the spiritual path? There are no quick fixes. The journey is long and arduous. Instead of feeling demoralized, continue enthusiastically with your practice. Keep an eye on the goal and strive deliberately to improve 1 delta every day. With time, your practice will gain momentum. Finally, the day will arrive when you have installed the new habits and mindsets you cherish. That is why the Aitareya Upanishad states, Charaivaite, charaivaite, charanvai madhu vindati. Carry on, carry on. Those who persist on the journey will get the honey at the end. A little delta at a time, the change will happen. We people overestimate how much we can change in a day. But we also underestimate the impact of little delta changes when continued over a long time. A very interesting episode from which to take inspiration is the building of the bridge over the Niagara River in the year 1845, when the US and Canada were tired of warring with each other. They decided to connect the two countries with a bridge. The problem was the Niagara River, more than 1,000 feet wide. One narrow portion of it, the Niagara Gorge, was chosen, which was still 845 feet from bank to bank, and the river was 225 feet below. It would be a problem to drop a steel cable, carry it across to the other shore. Two building companies, one from the Canadian side and one from the US side, collaborated. One of the engineers got an idea. Let us have a kite flying competition with the goal of dropping the kite over to the other side. A lot of enthusiasts tried. They persisted over the cold and stark winter as well, until one boy, he managed to get his kite from the Canadian side to the US side. Now a string had gone across. They tied a heavier string to it, and then a heavier one, and an even heavier one, until a rope had been strung across. And then a heavier rope, until it was announced, we have connected the two countries with a half-inch cord. With the help of that, a steel wire was pulled across, and then a bigger wire, until a cable was connecting the two banks. Then the posts were constructed, and in the space of 3 years, a suspension bridge was built over the Niagara River. This success was achieved one little bit at a time. That is how it is on the spiritual journey. If you wait for all clarity to be received and then you will start, it's like hoping to have all the lights turn green before you start from your home. One Guruji had his monastery in the Himalayas. On one night, he asked his disciple to go and call a monk who lived in a nearby monastery 5 miles away. "How will I go in the dark?" said the disciple. Guruji handed him a lantern. The disciple said, "Guruji, its light falls only 10 yards further, and you want me to call somebody who lives 5 miles away?" Guruji said, "Look, when you walk the 10 yards, you'll be able to see 10 yards further. And when you walk that much, you will see even further. In this way, you will accomplish the 5 miles distance." Now here I am rephrasing the words of the philosopher Lao Tzu, that no matter how big the journey, we will have to complete it one step at a time. And no matter how big the mansion we wish to build, it will require placing one brick at a time. So, without losing patience, focus on doing your best in the day, and this, when it accumulates, will bring about the change that you seek. That is why The saying goes, Kshanasah Kshanaso Vidya Kanasah Kanaso Dhanam. If somebody became wealthy, it was by saving one rupee at a time. And if someone became a scholar, it happened by gathering one bit of wisdom at a time.
The Radha Krishna Bhakti app, a sacred reservoir of Vedic wisdom and devotion offering a wide range of features to enhance your spiritual journey. Listen to enlightening discourses by none other than the renowned global speaker and spiritual leader, Swami Mukundananda himself. Download the Radha Krishna Bhakti app and embark on an enlightening journey today.